All right, let's talk about a huge headache for pretty much any AI developer out there: the absolute chaos of trying to manage different APIs for this ever-growing universe of AI models. We're going to look at a solution that's designed to slice right through all that complexity. Let's dive in. So think about it. You're building your next amazing app. You want the brainpower of something like GPT-5, maybe the creative flair of Claude, and, of course, the mind-blowing video generation from Sora. But the reality? Each one of those makes you juggle a completely separate API with its own rules, its own quirks. It's just a nightmare, right? And it totally slows down innovation. But what if you could tap into all of them and dozens more through just one single point of entry? What if you could swap models in and out of your app without having to rewrite a single line of your code? Well, that's the promise we're going to dig into today.
Here's a quick sponsor message. This AI API aggregation platform for domestic and international large models lets you access 500 plus AI model APIs at lower cost and with faster integration. Kling v3 is priced at $0.07, and the Nano Banana 2 costs $0.025 per call. Overall pricing is only 20% to 80% of the official rates, with token costs as low as RMB 0.05 per million. It also offers an online playground, so you can freely use text, image, and video models with unlimited concurrency. If a request fails, you'll be refunded. Just click the link in the video description to go directly there. If you want discounts or run into any issues, join our Discord community for prompt support, or add customer service and send the message 6 for one-on-one assistance. All right, back to the video.
And that brings us to our first big idea, this concept of one single API to rule them all. We're about to see how a platform called ToAPIs makes this idea a powerful reality for developers everywhere. So what exactly is ToAPIs? Well, at its heart, it's an AI API gateway. But look, the most important part of that sentence is OpenAI compatible. That's the magic ticket. It means it's built to just work seamlessly with the tools you're probably already using, acting as one unified front door to over 50 different AI models from all the big players: OpenAI, Google, Anthropic, you name it. And this right here is the golden promise. This is the big aha moment. You don't have to go learn some new clunky SDK. You don't need to do a massive complicated code refactor. No, you literally just change one line in your configuration, the base URL, and you're done. Your migration is finished. We are talking 5 minutes, tops. That's the whole thing. And just like that, with that one tiny change, you unlock this whole cutting-edge AI ecosystem for your app. You're not locked into one provider anymore. You can call the most advanced language models like the upcoming GPT-5, or pivot to incredible video generators like Sora and VEO, all through the exact same single unified API. Okay, so the integration is super simple, we get that. But what are the real day-to-day benefits? This next part breaks it down into 3 pillars that every single developer cares about: making your application smarter, faster, and, of course, cheaper to run. First up, let's talk about smarter. See, ToAPIs is more than just a simple pass-through. It has this really clever smart routing layer. So let's say a provider like OpenAI is having an outage or it's just running super slow. Well, the gateway automatically kicks in, rerouting your request to a healthy alternative from, say, Google or Anthropic. This automatic failover means your app stays up and running. And that smart routing? That's how you get to this number: an enterprise-grade 99.9% uptime SLA. That's a service-level agreement. Basically, a rock-solid promise of reliability that you absolutely need for any serious production application. And it's all thanks to that automatic failover and a network that's spread all across the globe. Now for faster. The platform uses a global CDN, a content delivery network, to really speed things up. So instead of your API call having to travel all the way around the world, it routes it to the nearest server node. This just slashes network time, getting you an average latency of under 100 milliseconds. That is seriously fast. And finally, cheaper. This slide really says it all. You can see the shift away from that old world of vendor lock-in and these really expensive subscriptions. With ToAPIs, you get a super transparent pay-as-you-go model. You only pay for the tokens you actually use. And believe it or not, the rates are often cheaper than going directly to the provider. And if you're using it at scale, those bulk enterprise discounts can lead to some massive savings. Okay, so it's reliable, it's fast, and it's cost-effective. Sounds great, right? But the big question is always, how much of a pain is it to actually set up? Let's jump into the next section and see how it builds on that promise of simplicity we talked about. And the answer is, it's not a pain at all. The whole process is literally as simple as what you see on the screen. Step 1, you grab your API key from the ToAPIs dashboard. Step 2, you find the OpenAI base URL in your existing code and just change it. Step 3, you run your code. That's it. That is the entire migration. And here's the absolute best part. Because ToPi APIs is fully compatible with the OpenAPI API, you don't have to learn a new library. All that code you've already written, your Python scripts, your Node.js apps, your Go services, it all just works right out of the box. This gets rid of the single biggest headache of switching providers. This unified approach even makes really complex jobs like video generation way easier. You can call models like Sora and Veo using the exact same API structure. And since making a video is a long-running asynchronous task, ToAPIs gives you a super simple way to track its status. Best of all, you can use webhooks, which basically means the platform will ping your application the instant your video is ready, so you don't have to sit there polling and checking all the time. So we've covered the what, the why, and the how. Let's wrap things up by shifting our focus a bit. Let's go from what the tool does to what you can do with it. So let's just boil it all down. What ToPi APIs is really offering is one unified API that gives you access to over 50 of the world's best AI models, and it's delivered with an enterprise-grade 99.9% uptime. It's a really simple idea, but it has incredibly powerful implications for anyone who's building things. And that brings us to the final, and I think the most essential question. When all the friction of managing all those different APIs just vanishes, when you can experiment with any model you want in just a few minutes, and when you have this reliable, scalable foundation to build on top of, what does that unlock for you? What will you build next? If you're ready to try this out for yourself, the platform actually has a free tier to get you started. You can just head over to topisapis.com, grab your API key, and see what you can build. Thanks for watching.